Hey, friends, this is a tough one for me, so stick with me. If you would, be kind, because I lost my best friend yesterday, Scott, top 10 Kempner of the Del Lords, the Dictators, the Brandos, Dion DiMucci. He worked with Neil Giraldo. He taught me everything I knew about the music business when I was starting out. He definitely taught me everything I knew about writing songs. This guy, every single word mattered, even the ands, right? Like you weren't putting a word into a song unless it absolutely had the ultimate purpose. And he was walking, talking, living rock and roll. He was a monument to rock and roll. It was not an act. Like he did not change his clothes when he went out on the street, when he went out on a date, when he went to the bookstore, when he went to the burger joint. He could have gone to a Michelin restaurant and you would have known this guy was a rocker. Like it was the life for him. It was everything to him. It was just all the way down to the deepest part of his fiber. And I admired that immensely because that, although I felt the same way, that wasn't me. I couldn't do that. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't me. So I just had so much admiration for Scott, and he was my mentor. You've heard me mention him before when I've talked about having mentors, and he was a mentor that didn't want to be my mentor because he was really hard on me. He was like, I don't know, you sure you want to do this? Like, this stuff is hard. And I was like, yeah, come on, we're going to do this. And he was like, all right. And he actually discouraged me in the beginning, which is pretty funny, but we were blood brothers. It didn't matter. I've known Scott for over 37 years. We were roommates. We were together through thick and thin. We played together. We did gigs. We wrote songs together. I talked to him 3 times a week, all the way up. Excuse me, I'm a little choked up, but we spoke 3 times a week, probably, all the way up to where he couldn't anymore because he had advanced onset dementia the last few years. And so that hurt. So I knew it was coming. But when you have somebody that is that important to you, it's still, I was telling my bandmate Gary here in Nashville that it kind of hits me harder than it did my parents, because your parents are going to die eventually. I know we're all going to die eventually, but your blood brother who you've been through the wars with and laughed and did so much stupid crap together and got through and navigated this nonsense business, I don't know. It hit me pretty hard. So what I can say is, you need your mentors, and you need to cherish them. You need your elders to learn from. Scott was probably like 9 years older than me, but he still did it. Even if he didn't want to, he did it. And we became tighter than you could ever imagine. So, learn what you can from your elders, learn what you can, grasp your mentors, and cherish everything about that. Cherish your collaborators, because it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. And the life, the art, is all we have in this world. It's all we leave behind. And Scott left an incredible catalog. His best work, in my opinion, has still not been released. So I'm hoping it gets out there somehow, some way. We'll start talking about that at some point in the future. But I'm still processing this. But yes, hold on to your mentors, hold on to your friends, and have as much fun and learn what you can. And if you would, look into the back catalog of the Del Lords. That was Scott's first band that he wrote songs for. And look into his solo career One of his albums I produced myself. Scott Kempner, one of the absolute deepest, most important greats, and it's not just because he's my friend. I love you, brother.